Welcome back, Jags. I'm Lily Adams.
And I'm Danny Butler.
Today we have all of your campus updates, including who's leaving after the semester.
We talk to students who are facing life after high school.
And we have some holiday fun. This is JAG TV. After 15 years at Johnson, band director Jarrett Lippman will be leaving. Itzel and Chloe have the story.
Head band director Jarrett Lippman will be resigning on January 31st, as announced at a band parent meeting and email to all parents.
More or less over the season, it was always kind of hinted that he was going to leave, but it wasn't exactly announced officially.
Lippman opened the campus in 2008 after leaving the band program at Reagan and has been shaping the Johnson program for the past 15 years.
Oh, it's like completely like incited my passion for it, you know. And Lippman took it to the next level, and I really appreciate that about him because, you know, like you can have fun doing the thing you love, but being great at it is something on a completely different level, and I really appreciate that. For him giving that gift to me is performing in these wonderful bands, and I hope that other kids have that ability in the future.
Lippman recently earned his master's in public administration from UTSA. According to student sources, he plans to run for District 9 City Council. He has a website that details his experience as a public school employee and musician, along with his personal mission statement regarding local politics.
My first initial reaction is very upset. He was what makes this band what it is today, very successful and one of the top bands in the country. So hearing about him leaving definitely hit a place in my heart because I know a lot of things are going to change, which is not always a bad thing, but one of the biggest influences in the band is leaving, so it's pretty sad.
JAG TV reached out to Lippman, but he was not available for an interview at this time. For JAG TV, this is Chloe Jordan.
Student Council will host their annual fundraiser, Winter Wonderland, on December 10th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and will be held in the cafeteria. Once again, they will have games and more.
As grade school is coming to an end for current upperclassmen, students are having to make big decisions about their futures. Abigail has more.
Deadlines for college applications are approaching fast, but as college prices are rising, some students are pursuing other options.
I think when I was growing up, the expectation for me personally was to go to college. It was just what you did next. And I think now a college education is like a high school education in my day. So I think that there is a lot of pressure to go.
But college degrees aren't free. Factor in inflation and reduced state funding, and the cost for tuition for public colleges has nearly doubled. Plus, students are having to decide if taking on debt is worth it.
I know that I don't want to get loans. I know I don't want to rack up debt and all that.
It doesn't seem worth it to me for what I want to go into my career and how much money it is with my family situation. Don't go to college if you don't have a career that needs it.
Gen Z has a higher college admission rate than any past generation. However, there are other options for life beyond high school. Some students see the military as part of their future.
I'm part of ROTC, or JROTC. I really do plan enlisting in the Navy or Marines. My grandpa, he was part of fought in Vietnam, all that. He really motivated me to do it.
Counselor Tenley Barrow says the path to a fulfilling future does not always include college.
I think the biggest misconception is that everybody has to go to college. We have some students that go and get like their realtor's license. We have students that go into a family business, things like that. I think as long as you go and get some kind of hands-on training for whatever the specialty is that you want to work on, that is just as beneficial.
Studies generally show that the majority of college graduates don't work in the field of their major, so being able to adapt is key.
It's not set in stone what you decide right now at the age of 17 and 18, you know.
To get what you want, pursue what you want, never let anyone stop you, you know.
I think that I just need them to find the career that they want that makes them happy and not go for what makes them the most money, but something that they're passionate about, that they really like.
For JAG TV, this is Abigail Henning.
If you are a student interested in taking the ASVAB test, there will be one held in the library on December 14th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
And here's Naima with In Case You Missed It.
Here's what's going on around campus.
The band program is getting new uniforms, so they found an interesting way to recycle the originals.
Uniforms are not being used right now because they've been around for 15 years and it's just time to kind of continue to pay homage to our current look, but also kind of get fresher uniforms. Starting bid is a $175 for the jacket or for the pillow, or you can utilize the buy it now option, which is $250.
English teacher Renee Canales is leaving Johnson to become a librarian at Jackson Middle School.
It's part of my master's program for educational technology and library science.
And if you're getting ready to study for exams, NEISD is offering virtual tutoring sessions. Online tutoring is available Monday through Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. To access a session, you just have to go to the NEISD website and sign up. For JAG TV, this is Naima Carey.
For a quick look into our community, here's Monica and Naya with Hey SA.
If you haven't been paying attention, here's what's happening around the Alamo City this month. Six Flags will be hosting their annual Christmas event throughout December. There will be festive decor and an arrangement of different holiday foods to try. Activities like cookie decorating, campfire bonding, and special performances will also be included in the park's event. You can find more information about tickets on their website. A holiday night market is being held at the Pearl for 3 Wednesdays this December. The market will include many fun holiday activities for all ages. Performances from special guests such as Grammy Award-winning singer Emily Gimble will also be part of this event. Also coming up is the Go Rio Downtown Lights Cruise. This will be happening throughout December to the 22nd. The ride will be an hour long with complimentary hot chocolate and other food and beverages. A great way to celebrate the winter season is with a cup of hot coffee or hot chocolate at Caffeinated Crepes and Coffee. You can find seasonal Christmas drinks and delicious desserts to enjoy. The cafe is open from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. weekly and is located at the Rim at La Cantera. That's what's happening this month in San Antonio. See you next time with more from Hey SA.
You've probably heard of Santa's Ranch, just south of Austin. And you've also probably heard about the long lines to get into Santa's Ranch. If you're looking for a similar experience without leaving town, you might want to check out the South Pole. Opened in San Antonio only 3 weeks ago, the South Pole is a drive-through light show stretching 1 mile. The drive is filled with a ton of different holiday displays, including nativities, nutcrackers, and concludes with a giant Merry Christmas sign. The show is open every night from 6 to 10 p.m. until January 8th and is located off 1604 in Judson Road. Tickets are $35 per vehicle per visit and can be purchased online at eventbrite.com.
It's time for the Jags to get on the court and the mats. So here's Ethan and Jordan with the highlights.
What's up, Jags? Welcome back to Jag Sports. This week we have results from aquatics, action on the court and tournament play for Jag Hoops, and we hear from top wrestlers. This is Jag Sports. First up in the pool, our Jag swimmers and divers competed at the Josh Davis Natatorium this past weekend. The boys took home the TISCA Boys Championship. Jada Scott sets 3 new school records in the 100 meter with a time of 55.79. She set another record in the 50 meter fly with a time of 24.2, and a third record in the 200 meter breaststroke with a time of 2:17.80. Ian Stewart took first in the 100 meter backstroke, and in the 200 meter boys relay they set a school record of 1:33.13 and also took home first place. And finally, for the 400 meter relay, they also set a school record with a time of 3:08.87.
Boys basketball competed in the South San tournament last weekend and finished with a record of 2-1, and the girls took home some hardware at the NEISD tournament last weekend. The Jags beat Sam Houston and East Central in close games, and after a loss to Amarillo, they ended up in the third place game where they beat Edinburgh 59-51 to win third place. The boys are currently playing in the Pflugerville tournament, and the girls return to the hardwood at Judson High School on Saturday at 11:30.
With wrestling having just kicked off a couple weeks ago, we caught up with senior wrestlers and got their thoughts and expectations for their final year. Seniors Michaela Herber and Brendan Mungia have very interesting wrestling backgrounds.
Well, Troy is the main reason I got into wrestling. He is why I am a wrestler. He really is my best friend, and I looked up to him so much, and seeing what the sport did for him, it just really encouraged me to keep going and keep pushing, because the sport is hard. It really does. Like, it hurts. It's physically and mentally draining, but seeing how much it did for him, it motivated me to keep going.
Being related to a former outstanding JAG wrestler helps you learn a thing or two on the mat.
My sophomore year, I was a regional champ, so plan on bringing that back.
And it also is a good motivator to be better than the legacy they left behind.
It does. It's a competition between us, and he went to college for wrestling, and that's the same that I plan on going to wrestling for college and stuff. So, you know, I always try to be a little bit better than him, even though he kicks my butt sometimes.
They definitely left a big hole when they graduated, but following their work ethic and how hard they worked in the mat room and outside, just getting ready for the matches, definitely inspired a lot of us to step up this year and get better.
Football has taught Brendan Mungia a thing or two.
Just stance. As a linebacker, you know, I had to get low. So with wrestling, if you're not low, you're probably going to get put to your back right away. And then explosive power. You got to explode through a player, explode through another wrestler.
Both Brendan and Michaela have some incredible goals for the 2022 wrestling season.
Definitely to win district, make it to region, and then place top 3 at region and go to state.
This season, I plan on being district champ, regional champ again, and state champ. Those are my goals.
Michaela plans to continue her wrestling career after high school.
Troy went to Buffalo in New York, D1, and I'm looking at Shriner University right now here in Kerrville.
This past weekend, the wrestlers hit the mat at the South Grand Prairie tournament up in Dallas, and yesterday they competed at the Steel Squad tournament at Steel High School. This weekend, the campus will host the annual Russ Peterson tournament. That's all for this week, Jags. See you next time with more JAG action.
If you're jealous of any of your friends who happen to score Taylor Swift tickets, know that that win was hard fought. Dylan has more from students who will be seeing Taylor live.
Following the release of her latest album, Midnights, one of the biggest stars in the world, Taylor Swift, is going on tour. Even if you're not a fan, it was hard to ignore the headlines about the headaches that came with getting tickets.
So first I made my whole family sign up for pre-sale so we could get the code to get in. Once we got the code, we all logged in at 10 a.m., which was second period, and then I was on till the end of school. Like, I made my coach hold my phone for practice, so it took me all day.
I got in at 10, and then the queue paused, and I had to wait for 8 hours to get my tickets.
The line eventually numbered in the thousands, waiting long times just for the chance to purchase tickets. Both Rodriguez and Rosas were lucky enough to get tickets for the Houston show on April 21st. So how many people were in their queue?
2,000 plus.
My parents were 2,000 plus, but I was 1,800 in line.
Ticketmaster has apologized for the serious problems its system experienced, saying that the software just wasn't meant for millions of humans and bots to get tickets all at once. Still, many people are wondering why the tickets were so sought after that it made a multi-million-dollar corporation crash.
Because she's like the best artist ever, and it was very in high demand, obviously, and so a lot of people wanted to see her.
Because it's Taylor Swift. Everybody loves Taylor Swift. Who doesn't love Taylor Swift?
With JAG TV, this is Dylan Fonville reporting.
And finally, the crew from 6th period is back with some more holiday fun.
Santa's sleigh. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, Rudolph.
Probably about 7, 9. Really like 17 if I'm being like for real. Like
Dasher, there's Dancer, there's Rudolph.
7, 9, 8, 9. No Blitzen.
12. Think about it. 13. 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9.
8.
Yeah.
Oh, plus one more, 9.
If you count Rudolph, it's 9. If you don't, it's 8. Which country did eggnog come from?
Like Switzerland, huh? So
Oh, I know, Sweden.
Germany. Oh, that's giving like Switzerland.
Europe, sure.
Sweden.
Ecuador. Switzerland.
it's like Colombia or something.
Germany. Mexico. Iceland.
The North Pole.
Turkey. I don't know. The England.
Yes! Where do Christmas trees originate from? The ground.
Spruce forests.
The North Pole?
Country? The North Pole?
The ground. The North Pole. The woods. The ground. New Zealand.
Netherlands. The outside world.
Antarctica.
The ground.
The mountains.
The forest.
Chris Pine. It's Germany, so you weren't that close. What is one thing on your Christmas wish list?
Your mom. I want some Jordans.
Argentina to win the World Cup.
Uggs. Mine it's Michael.
Soccer cleats. Soccer cleats. Soccer cleats.
A Fantastic Four costume. Hey, get him away from us. Only me and Michael. You can be on the side.
Yeah, you can be on the side if you want soccer cleats.
Oh, he's third wheeling now. Okay.
Clothes.
A computer. Probably a car.
A girlfriend.
General Ortega.
That's all for this week, Jags. From our studio from A128,
See you next time.